Hi, my name's Emmalee. I'm 26 and I work as a contractor for the Navy in the field of emergency management.
Hi, I'm Lindsay. I'm Emilee's friend, kind of serving as moral support for her throughout this journey. I'm 28 years old. I have a background in urban studies and community planning, but right now I'm working in the healthcare field and transplant.
And Lindsay was definitely moral support when we first started. When I first started looking for an apartment, I was just looking for something to rent. And it was really difficult and frustrating because in my price range, there wasn't a lot, and especially not in good neighborhoods.
Yeah, the renting in DC it's kind of astronomical, the prices you have to pay for how kind of the small town feel it has for a smaller city. But I was kind of going out and making sure nothing happened to her when she would check out her Craigslist listings, and that just did not work out too well.
Not at all. And what we were looking at was small shared apartments and in okay neighborhoods like Shaw. But I wasn't looking for anything in terms of a style or that type of thing. It was basic amenities like location and dishwasher.
Safety.
Yeah, safety. Safety is important.
Location in metros.
Yeah. Yeah. Proximity to work, that type of thing.
Yeah.
But in terms of when I started looking for something to buy, ideally I'd love to have a townhouse or, the Italianate.
In a perfect world.
In a perfect world. But, you can't afford that.
With a bottomless bank account.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, I love things like Art Deco and grew up in mid-century modern, have lived in colonial revival houses. I love those, but it's kind of hard to find in D.C., so it's pretty much townhouses, condo buildings, new in 1920s, that type of thing.
Yeah. And we're kind of, we're the young professionals, nearing our late 20s, so you kind of don't want to live in the group house anymore.
Yeah, definitely.
And if you can live on your own and afford to, it's kind of the ideal situation, so.
Yeah. And I think that's a deal breaker, definitely, in looking for something is space and safety. Location.
Although
but again,
it doesn't take a lot to scare her. Or no, it takes a lot to scare. It takes a lot to scare you. It doesn't take a lot to scare me.
Yeah. I was gonna say, who's the one who wants to walk down a dark alley?
Yeah, she has this weird fixation with dark alleys. Literally, I'm not kidding.
It's a little true. They're interesting.
Why are they interesting?
I don't know.
Okay.
Because you see the back of somebody's house as opposed to the pretty front.
Okay, fair enough.
But yeah, so when I was house hunting, I definitely was looking for location. I mean, while I'm willing to go walk down a dark alley, I don't want to live on one. And I was looking for space, functionality of layout. I mean, I don't need 2,000 square feet, but I definitely need enough space to feel comfortable and it to function.
And also, proximity to, you were saying, grocery stores, that's important, and different
amenities, yeah.
Amenities are within
and
walking
work.
distance. And work, right.
Yeah, those are kind of important when you're young.
Sure.
Not so much school. School's not important. But yeah, and in terms of inside a unit, I don't think any renter has the luxury of having a washer and dryer and a dishwasher, but that's always awesome to have.
Yeah, ideally, that would be nice.
Yeah.
No,
Lindsay,
in my case, I like the fact that I have a doorman in the building I currently live in. I'm just
safety.
renting, though, so.
Yeah. But she has gorgeous windows. This is her apartment. I wish I had her apartment. Except it's a studio. That's the bed.
We're already at 5 minutes.
This is the dining room. Anyways, what else are things that wish list items? What would you be looking for if you were looking for something?
I would just a 1-bedroom. I'm not really picky in terms of she's the one with the architectural history background. I'm a little bit more basic. It would be nice to have your full kitchen, washer and dryer. Ideally, it would be wonderful because DC doesn't have a lot of doormen in their buildings. It would be nice to have a doorman. It's just an extra layer of security. But yeah, essentially it. I mean,
Yeah.
and then if you could have like a pool on top of the rooftop pool,
that'd
that'd be
be
ideal
awesome.
too. So, yeah, that adds to the bottom
Adds
line.
to the cost. And why should they pick us? I don't know. We're fun. We're cute.
Yeah, quirky.
Just a little. We have good banter.
Yeah, and I think we both also have like a pretty good understanding of the built environment, and she's kind of an architectural guru. She knows a little bit about everything. So, literally outside of architecture too. So, yeah, so she's it's kind of a fun adventure.
I think so. Hi, Emmalee again. I'm checking out Lindsay's studio apartment. This is almost all of it. There's a small eating area over here and a small sitting area and then the kitchen. But this is her bedroom. And one thing I don't like about it is that it's a studio, and so there's not a separation of public and private space. You know, when you get out of the shower in the morning and you're running around or you're getting ready for a date or something like that, you want to be able to kind of be getting ready in the background and not running around naked in front of your potential date. Anyways, but what I do like about it, if this were a bedroom, is the space. The light is amazing. She has kind of an awesome view. One thing I love about her apartment is it's a Gothic revival building. And so it has kind of the 1920s details, the crown molding, the baseboards, and the baseboards are quality. It's kind of silly, but, you know, cutting boards at a 45-degree angle instead of doing butt joints kind of shows that somebody cares. And so that's important to me, just the quality, not putting lipstick on a pig. In terms of taking an old building and sprucing it up just to make it look pretty, granite counters, that type of thing. So, yeah.
Hi, my name is Lindsay. I'm just checking out this little studio apartment kitchenette. First of all, one of the first things I noticed is that I'm 6 feet tall, and if you look at my wingspan, that's about the width of this entire kitchen. It's kind of hilarious. The other thing that's glaringly obvious is there's not an oven, a traditional oven. I know Emmalee loves to bake and cook, so that might be an issue. But they do have what looks like a convection microwave oven, but I don't even know where to begin and how to use something like that. Next, the counter space is very limited. It's about a foot, so you'd have to almost come up with add additional counter space to the side or storage unit even. If you look at the storage, there's some, but even for plates and stuff, there's very limited space. They do have a creative use of the drawers down here. But the pots and pans are located under the sink because it's pretty much the only place you can fit the pots and pans. And I guess for the space, the kitchen and the freezer works. So, yeah, that's my critique of the kitchen.